3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Common Sense and Random Shit Show.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, aggravation. Fernando Rivera Jr. here, like it says right there. Your friendly neighborhood conservative ex-convict. Yeah, this guy. And common sense and random shit show. Because you already know it is what it is. Oh, what happened? Take a moment. My watch is telling me to take a moment. I got to set this off. This drives me nuts. Telling me what to do. What the hell? Yes, I'm still on my phone. For some reason, I reset my computer. It's still not working. Apparently the camera doesn't want to work. You get what you pay for. I'm just saying, it was cheap, so it's whatever. I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll get a camcorder. Hopefully that'll make it work, because there are certain things I can do with a computer that I can't do with a phone. But it's whatever. So anyway, breaking news. No, this is not the place. If you're looking for breaking news, I'll tell you someone to look for. This guy right here, Devided Darkins. I watch him all the time. Every time I get notifications. Very smart, on the level. Retired military, conservative, but doesn't force shit on you. Gives you both sides and gives you, as he always says, the bottom line. A good guy to watch, get notified. If you want to know what's going on without the biased bullshit. Anyway, I am quoting this thing on my computer now. Imagine that, it's backwards. But as I said, hopefully it's working fine. It looks like it is. It's pretty aggravating. You know what I'm saying? I spent almost an hour and a half this morning, an hour and a half yesterday trying to see if I can make something work. So it can work. I'm just saying. What's going on? Yeah. Anyway, I say anyway a lot. United by one, divided by many. I was thinking all yesterday, what can I use for a title of the show? It's facts. This country has been united by one individual. We know who that is. Guy right there. Not the guy in the circle, the other guy. The guy with his hands saying fists, fight, fight, fight. That guy. But then this country is being divided by many. Many who do not love this country. Let's be real. It is what it is. Liberal media, Democrats or Democrats, haters, people with TDS. And then when you ask them, why do you hate Trump? Oh, he's racist. Okay, yeah, show me something that he said it was racist. They can never have any proof. Never. Every time you put them on a spot, they don't know what to say. But anyway, everyone's still talking about the No Kings this weekend because it's hilarious. Out there practicing their First Amendment right, but yet to a king, somebody who was duly elected by landslide. But it's whatever. Daily Caller, great video I saw. I thought it was pretty funny, actually. But, yeah, check this out. It's kind of funny. There are no kings and who was involved. Check it out.
Here we come. All right, I got you. Got me? Yep, I got you.
The No Kings protests made a triumphant return with America's cable news watchers taking to the streets. History was made and the president trembled at a crowd so fierce, he knew his days as king were numbered. With a youthful exuberance, they proclaimed, "We shall overcome."
It's an older crowd, a lot of white hair. You see out there Q-tips, as we used to call them in the business.
As you can tell, I'm a little bit older.
And I regret that I didn't do more in the 60s. I didn't do enough in the 70s.
We just don't want any more of this. We've had enough.
I love this country.
We don't want kings. We are democracy.
People who are being marginalized.
We're the ones struggling. I appreciate all the old people out here to help us.
Older.
I'm sorry.
I am proud of the turnout and the people and the horn.
I'm sorry, the what? At what point do we look at this and call it elder abuse? Oh my.
So forth. I mean, that's just terrific. And it scares. I believe it scares Trump. Or if it doesn't, it should.
Yes, I'm sure fear is what Donald Trump is feeling when he sees this.
Baby man Trump.
I want to do something because I'm really tired of the way things are.
And that something was wearing a dinosaur costume. You will echo in the history books for this one.
All of this against him and what he's doing to this country. Sorry.
What we've gone through, in just a few short months, I don't know how we're going to survive another 4 years of this. I'm really, really scared for my kids. Same.
More people's rights are being trampled upon.
What rights? Whose rights are being trampled on?
Donald Trump is killing America.
Call me crazy, but I'm starting to think they don't know why they're actually out there.
This is about women's rights, gay rights, everyone's rights.
Yeah, our rights. Really though, why are they out there?
Is there something specific though that for any of you that just made you feel I'm going to get off my couch, I'm going to be out there Saturday morning? Something specific.
Democracy.
Democracy. Democracy.
Democracy.
Democracy!
Fascism.
Fascism.
Fascism!
Democracy.
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 Of course. So what was the difference between this No King's Day and the last one? Well, they have a fancy logo this time, and for some reason there were a lot of inflatable costumes. You're probably asking, why? I don't know. I think maybe they're all regressing mentally?
Portland was the inspiration. This is our first one we've dressed up as. Yes, I think that the inflatable animal is kind of becoming the mascot of the resistance was a great move.
Can this get any more embarrassing?
We also asked people what their message is to other neighbors who support President Trump after he garnered 45% of Maine's popular vote last November.
I've been unable to find a message. Those I know are just off in a cult.
Look inside your hearts, because if you think that you can survive this, that it's not eventually going to be you too, you're wrong.
If Kamala was president, we would all be at brunch. And that's all any of this was ever about. Brunch. But allow me to introduce to you my MVP.
Jesus is king, but Donald Trump is president, and these people need to recognize.
I don't know. I'll be honest, I feel sorry for some of these people. Well, actually, a lot of them. Not only are they clueless, but they're clueless. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, it's true what she says, though. Donald Trump is president. Most of America voted him in. I'm just saying. Anyway, sorry about that. I didn't realize I had my logo at the top, left or right part of the screen. It was an older logo. I didn't realize it was up there. But anyway, yeah, I keep looking down because being that I'm still on my phone, I want to look at you guys, but it's kind of hard when I'm trying to decide what to put next. But anyway, another stupid week, a channel I love to share a lot because they point out the stupidity. Now, the first one, I think it's Michael Keaton. I used to respect this guy. I lost so much respect for a lot of these actors in Hollywood. Bunch of pussies, sheep. You know what I'm saying? I mean, where are they getting this shit from? You know what I'm saying? Where? What are they listening to? Because even some of the liberal media doesn't go as extreme. Wow. That's a lie. But anyway, another stupid week. Check it out.
They don't really respect you. They laugh at you behind your back. They think you're stupid. They don't want to hang out with you. They have nothing in common with you. They're not your bros. And I'm telling you, when Trump, years ago, I guess, said, I could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and they'd still vote for me, basically what he's saying in parentheses is, these people are so stupid, they're so dumb, they'd still vote for me. They have no respect for you. Trust me.
But I do have to give Tim Waltz credit for saying that we need to be meaner. Because a lot of you need to be, meaner. Of course that's what you're saying. You leftists just want to bully everybody. Yeah. In this case, yeah. If you're still walking around with a MAGA hat, yeah. yeah, I fully intend on bullying you, and I don't feel bad about that.
A guy walked up to me at customer service with a Trump 2028 hat. The other employee next to me spoke with him about the hat. He said, "You must get a lot of reaction to that. Get people really riled up." And the guy said, "Yeah, that's why I wear it. You should see the shirt I'm wearing. Had that Charlie boy on it. I didn't even cry when my mother died. But I cried when he died." His hat said Trump 2028. And he just wants to make people mad.
All right, let's see here. I'm sorry, I gotta laugh at that shit. Can I be honest with you? I personally would wear Trump 2028 paraphernalia just to piss people off, but that's just me. I like pissing people off, especially when they are on the other side. That's me. It's whatever. Call it what you want. Yeah, I just love it. Yeah. United by one, divided by many. It's amazing what these people believe just to have an excuse why they hate our president. How could anybody believe anything on the other side? Because they're stupid, insane, as we see every single day, and they're just proving us right. It is what it is, and of course, the little faggot. Yes, I've said it before. If you don't like it, too bad. There are gay people, which I respect, as long as they respect my perimeters and everybody else's. Then there are faggots. Now, the faggots are a piece of shits that just happen to be gay. There's a difference in my mind. If you don't like it, oh well. But check it out, Don Lemon. You should be in jail. Political news gathering. Check them out.
The more you the more you're going to find out.
Black people, brown people of all stripes, whether you're an Indian American or a Mexican American or whoever you are, go out in your place where you live and get a gun legally, get a license to carry legally. Because when you have people knocking on your door and taking you away without due process as a citizen, isn't that what the Second Amendment was written for? Go back and read what the Second Amendment says. And perhaps it will knock some sense in the heads of these people who are saying, well, it's all great. I don't believe they're doing it without due process. They're asking people for papers. They're not really beating people up. These people are doing things that are illegal. Nobody is illegal.
Why is that guy not in jail? Not only that, why does he have a platform? How does him, Joyless, Reed, any of these people have a platform when all they do is talk divisive rhetoric, bullshit, racist? All of them, they're all racist. Especially the black ones. I'm sorry. It's what it is. That's what it is. Because it is. Just saying. Anyway. So let me go to the next video. There was a few bookmarks that I shaved on my ex that I wanted to share. Democrats threatening MAGA, ICE, and conservatives that should be in jail, but they're not, which I don't get. But anyway, New York Post got posted this yesterday, so I had to share it with one of my non-favorite actors anymore. I watched his last TV outing, which it was okay. But F him? Seriously? I don't get it. My wife even says it. She was like, why do these people in Hollywood put their political views out? Don't they know? Because even me, my wife's not a political person, but she hears this and she's like, I don't want to watch this guy. So, people on the middle, I'm sure tired of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? As I always say, I'm saying in this video, united by one, divided by many. It's just, this country's divided, but not by Trump. It's by everybody else with TDS. But check this out. Robert De Niro.
He set it up with his, I guess he's the Goebbels of the cabinet, Stephen Miller. He's a Nazi. Yes, he is, and he's Jewish, and he should be ashamed of himself.
On MSNBC's The Weekend, Robert De Niro was asked about his belief that the president will try to hold on to power in 2028. The outspoken Trump basher then turned his sights onto White House Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller. He called Miller, who is Jewish, a Nazi, and compared him to Joseph Goebbels, Hitler's chief propagandist. Miller currently serves as a top advisor on Homeland Security and is leading the administration's crackdown on illegal immigration. During Trump's first term, Miller was considered the mastermind behind the family separation policy at the border. This is not the first time Miller, whose great-grandfather fled the anti-Jewish pogroms in Russia, has been shockingly compared to Goebbels. Jim Stewart, host of the left-wing podcast Radicalized, made a wild claim that Miller's speech at the Charlie Kirk Memorial was, quote, essentially plagiarized from Goebbels' 1932 speech, "The Storm is Coming."
I am the storm. Erica is the storm. We are the storm.
MSNBC co-host Jonathan Capehart also asked Robert De Niro for his thoughts on the recent No Kings protests. On social media, the White House had trolled critics with an AI image of Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance sitting on thrones and wearing crowns, while Democratic leaders in Congress, Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, are wearing sombreros. De Niro said, "It's all nonsense. We know it's all racist. That's what he appeals to. That's what Trump is. It's not going to change with him. The point is, we have to keep fighting and pushing until he is out." During his wide-ranging rant, the 82-year-old Hollywood star also slammed Trump as an alien with no empathy who wants to hurt the U.S. Tensions are running high across America, from the government shutdown to the nationwide No Kings marches, which organizers claim drew nearly 7 million demonstrators. When asked about it on Air Force One, President Trump called the protest a joke, very small, very ineffective, and full of whacked-out people and radical left lunatics.
And by the way, I'm not a king. I'm not a king. I work my ass off to make our country great. That's all it is. I'm not a king at all.
And just when you thought it was over, on Sunday night, De Niro posted this to X: "Might have to run for office."
Yeah. Yo, could you imagine that? What embarrassment. You know, two things. The plagiarized speech that Miller gave. I don't really believe that plagiarizing or using a negative pass or comment, speech, whatever it may be, and turning it around to a positive speech, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't care who you plagiarize. Because at the time that these evil people were saying things, they thought they were saying the right things. Just were evil. But if you turn it around and make it something positive, I don't see anything wrong with that. So it's whatever. Bam, Robert De Niro. And then second of all, once he said he thinks Trump is an alien, is the moment where a lot of people were thinking, yeah, okay, c'est la vie. La vie. Carl Higby. Gotta love this guy. Ex-Navy SEAL on Newsmax. You gotta watch him. Very passionate. But check this out. This is awesome. Oh, didn't mean that.
People are out there calling for violence, claiming to stand up for America, holding protests, screaming "No Kings" is so biblically laughable, because the simple fact that you're out there protesting, free as a bird to do so, means that Trump is not, in fact, a king. But they clutch their pearls when a Republican dares insult somebody or uses a bad word. They're the party that anointed Kamala Harris with no primary as their candidate, circumventing every Democratic norm throughout the history of this country. This is the party that wanted to throw people in jail for not being vaccinated, arrested people paddleboarding alone in the ocean during COVID because they didn't have a mask on. These people that that ban speech. They want gun control. They want God out of our schools and drag queens in them. They want to control your kids, control your health care, control your bank account. The same people who want to take away my gas stove, my V8 engine, and the cheeseburger out of my mouth because I think cow farts are destroying the ozone somehow. But just a few years ago, here, CNN writing this, quote, "What's clear is that the liberals speaking out don't want a president. They want a king, albeit a liberal king, but still a king who would be unrestrained by Congress as well as the checks and balances enshrined in our Constitution." Hey, isn't that what they're out there protesting now? Liberals don't want no kings. They want their kings. Their protests are as ridiculous as the policies they support. That a democratically elected president in Donald Trump winning 77 million in the popular vote, an electoral college landslide, is somehow a dictator? I thought they were the party screaming for democracy. That's what they got, and it gave us Trump. This was a bunch of furries, liberal geriatrics, and paid ignoramuses screaming at the sky. Calling someone who has won nearly every court case once it gets away from the activist judges like we just saw with the Ninth Circuit and into a real court. You better pace yourself, libs. You're going to wear yourself out. You're on day like 280 something, and you have, I think, like 1,200 more days of Trump, and then likely Vance as your next candidate, if anything goes the way you've been kind of breeding your next Democrat Party line now.
Says it how it is. Just saying it is what it is. Trump is president. Deal with it. Not locking nobody up except for the ones who deserve it. You know, taking away illegal aliens, which is what everyone wanted when they voted them in November. I don't get it. Listen, I may not be a genius, but I have common sense. It's common sense. It's what people wanted. It's what people want. You know what else? We want all these pieces of shits from the left that attacked Trump, his family, and people like us trying to take our freedoms and doing everything, all that dirty shit they did. We want them all in jail. We want perp walks. We want them all. We don't give a shit if it looks like it's using the Justice Department. Because you know what? Yes, we're using the Justice Department to follow the law. And all these bastards broke it. As I said, united by one. Oh, wrong side. That guy. You know, that guy in the suit with the red tie. The king. These people are idiots. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying. Yes, I'm sure you do. Anyway, let's see what happens. I mean, it's only been, what, 8, 9, 10 months? I can't wait to see in a couple months what's going to happen. They're going to have another no kings. It's just ridiculous, man. Like I said, genius I am not. What common sense I have, and I'm sure most of America has common sense. I mean, you got Latinos, you got blacks, you got people from these neighborhoods that they're sending the military in, welcoming the change, welcoming the peace, welcoming the law, doing their job, and being able to send their kids out on the street. Who doesn't want that? Ugh. Anyway, I apologize for the show today. As I said, the video quality may not be the best. The camera is better, but I could barely see the things like this small in front of me. And I'm like, oh my God, is that me? It looks like somebody else. Yeah, anyway. And I look like shit. But anyway, you already know. United by one, divided by many. Anything you see that's against America, unless you're sheep, it is what it is. Sorry, what does that say? Oh, yeah. 3 years. Little over 3 years left. Could you imagine? These people's brains are going to blow up. They're just going to explode. It's fine by me. I don't know who else is fine by. But anyway, as I said before, this guy had TDS. I had TDS to the umph degree. And not because of policies, not because of being a Democrat, because I was never a Democrat. Democrat. I just believed the liberal media, the left-wing media. I didn't know it was left-wing. I've said it before. COVID actually woke me up. And I'm sure most of America has been awakened by COVID. Parents seeing what's going on in the schools. Till this day, it's still happening, though. All the woke crap is just in your face. All this ignorance of these people paying people to protest. I said it yesterday. Not all kings were bad, so it's whatever. Trump the king. You don't like it? Wah! I'm just saying. Yeah, so do I. So do I, Michelle. I want to know everything, and as I said before, I want them all in jail. All of them. All of them. All of them. This ex-convict wants all of them in jail. Fuck them all. Sorry, I had to swear for that one. But anyway, the United Spot. Those creepy videos that they put on once in a while. This next one, creepy as shit, but the Joker. Michelle, I'm sure you've seen some of his stuff, and it's creepy as shit. But facts. Common sense facts. This creepy ass shit is talking from the United Spot. And I'm going to go out that way because you got to listen to this. If you don't agree, keep being sheep. Keep being led by the blind and by TDS infected people who are just going to cause a civil war. Because I got to say, I'm sure you saw the other day, they found a nesting thing for a sniper at West Palm Beach in a hunting position. Yeah. Listen, I got to say, Charlie Kirk was a turning point. Murdering Charlie Kirk, this piece of shit that did that. And it woke up a lot of people. Whatever kind of awakening you might want to call it. But if taking out Trump is successful, if you think that turning point was a wake-up call, civil war is a polite term. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, I don't condone violence. I love my country. I love my compatriots. But that shit's scary. You know, my wife says it all the time. She was like, you know, somebody else is going to try to kill him. He is doing too much for this country, and people like him, people want to kill. And yes, we've seen it twice, 3 times, and maybe 4. I'm just saying, civil war is polite. If something were to happen to our king, blam, blam, blam. I'm just saying. You know, you lip turds love when I say that. It is what it is. I'm just saying. Anyway, United Spot, as I was saying, I got cut off. Michelle, you have a great day. I'm going to say adieu, adieu. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to keep using my phone until I figure something out. I was messing with my computer for some reason. I reset it and everything, and the camera still isn't working. So until I can afford a cheap webcam, I guess I'll be using my phone. And deal with it. Whatever. So, love you guys. Stay true to the red, white, and blue. And as I said earlier, breaking news, get notified when he comes on. Want to help the channel out, please do so. Anything would be appreciated. Maybe it'll help me get some stuff so I could do better. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, let me get ready to leave so I can get ready for my job in about an hour. Yeah. Anyway, which was the video? Oh, crap. Here it is. Okay. United Spot. Stay true to the red, white, and blue. United as one, but divided by many. Just pay attention. The acronyms. Hopefully they come around soon. I doubt it, but we'll see. Later, Michelle. Have a great day. Talk to you guys. Mañana. Laters. Yeah, laters. You already know. Laters. My favorite saying. It is what it is. Just saying.
No kings, they scream. No tyrants. But let's talk about the real royalty in D.C. Chuck Grassley. 50 years on the throne. Joe Biden. 48 years ruling the roost. Chuck Schumer. 44 years pulling strings. Mitch McConnell. 40 years in the castle. Nancy Pelosi. 38 years stacking gold. Bernie Sanders. 34 years preaching from the palace. And let's not forget about Maxine Waters. 35 years screaming from her fortress. Average age, 80 years old. Average time in office, 42 years. Average net worth, $52 million. And then there's Trump. 4 years and 5 months, but he's the king. Give me a break! No kings, they chant while they lock you down. No kings, but put your mask on, peasant! No kings, but take your 57 boosters or lose your job. No kings, but shut your business down and stay inside. Don't worship! No kings. Snitch on your neighbor and stay 6 feet apart. They censored your voice. They mandated your life. They got rich while you got rules. And the kicker? They've been serving you for decades. Schumer, Sanders, Pelosi, they scream no kings, but they're career lords with a combined 200 plus years in power. Controlling every move you make, telling you who's a king and who's the brave knight. You're told to fear your neighbor, not the geriatrics running the show. You're told to comply or you're the problem. And you bought it. That's why you're out there marching, screaming no kings, you poor pathetic peasant. You don't even know why you're there. You just want to belong to something. While they shut down your church, but riots were fine. They killed your businesses, but Walmart was open. They banned your gatherings, but their power? Untouchable! And what's next? Well, it's just compliance, comrade. It's for the greater good. Wait till they say you can't shop, travel, or live without their latest decree. Think it won't happen? Oh, you already let them control where you go, what you say, and how you live. And you say, I don't do politics. I don't care about that stuff. That's what these kings are counting on. 6 million Jews gone because people looked away. And history always repeats when you let it. They've got you. Oh, they've got you. With no fight, no questions, just obedience. Welcome to the kingdom.